Hate me, don't you?
Kons podcast. Hit that like button,
Hate me, don't you?
subscribe and share.
You hate me, don't you?
Constant content.
You hate me, don't you?
What's going on? What's happening? It's Kons podcast episode 192. What's happening? I'm saying from Thursday, February 20th, 12:41 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? This is episode 192. As you see them names, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't see them names, you know what I mean? That's what we're going to be going over today. The names that was in the title there, as you see on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So today, we're going to be touching on, it was another plane crash out in Arizona. We're going to touch on that. Touched on ASAP Relli. Have something to say after ASAP Rocky was acquitted after he claimed he had popped it. We gonna touch on 7 men got charged for burglarizing celebrity athletes' homes. Took a picture, and that's how they got caught. And a Georgia woman is suing a fertility clinic for getting embryos mixed up, and she gave birth to the wrong baby. That's the subject we're gonna be touching on today. You know what I mean? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoyed yesterday's episode. You know what I'm saying? 190, I definitely censored it out. I think I got every cuss word in there. You know what I'm saying? So feel free to show that to your children. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no cuss words on that. I definitely edited them all out. Just playing with my edit work, you know what I'm saying? Seeing how my edit work, skill work, and all that, how far I've came and what I could do. You know what I mean? So I challenged myself, see if I can censor the episode and shit, make it sound clean. You know what I mean? And which I did. I think I pulled it off. What y'all think? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed yesterday's episode, though. The censored version of episode 191, where we touched on ASAP Rocky getting acquitted, touched on Jay-Z losing 20 mil after the allegations came out of him forcing himself on a minor with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? We also touched on DJ Paul and shit, the Satanism and all that. And if that shit was for real, we also touched on 50 Cent yesterday. You know what I'm saying? How he was trolling Joe Budden for saying that he need therapy. You feel me? So I hope y'all enjoyed the topics yesterday. So y'all heard what we're going to be talking about today. To all the new subscribers, if you just subscribed, if you just subscribed, you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. If you just subscribed, this is where we do updates and news and current events, headlines, and everything making a headline, all that shit. We're going to talk about it and touch on it all right here on the Kons podcast. You feel me? This is what we do on here, daily news and updates. You know what I'm saying? Shit you may have heard, shit you might not have heard before. You feel me? But you're going to get the commentary on every topic. You know what I'm saying? That's what you definitely ain't heard. You feel me? My thoughts, my opinions, and my motherfucking commentary on these said subjects. You feel me? So let's jump right into it. First thing foremost, it was another plane crash in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Another plane crash in Arizona is one of these little small planes. You know what I'm saying? One of them little small ones, some little personal joints. You know what I mean? It was 2 people on each plane. And I guess these planes had collided, and one of them got the shit end of the stick, collided and crashed down and was rubble and shit on the ground and shit. This happened at an airport in Marana, Arizona. You know what I'm saying? At the Marana airport. Let me see if that's I'm saying that right. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Marana Regional Airport. You know what I'm saying? 2 planes had collided, 2 little small planes. It was 2 people on each plane. So it was one of them little small ones, you know what I'm saying? Little small personal planes, and they had collided. This took place again at an airport. Now this airport is known to not have a control tower, you know what I'm saying? Because it's one of the smaller ones, it's personal, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the regional airports, it's not international, you know what I mean? So they don't have a control tower, so the pilots and shit have to check on each other and do their own communications as far as landing, taking off, or whatever the case may be. So apparently these 2 pilots had communications mixed up or something, was not communicating, and they had collided at the airport. One had crashed down, and I guess the other had kind of crash landed, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't go and burst into flames or crumple up into pieces, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, the one that got the shit in of it, the 2 people on there was definitely unalived, you know what I'm saying? And the 2 people on the other flight made it out, you know what I mean? So one of them got the worst of the situation, and that was the one that crumbled, and like you'll see on the clip that I'm gonna show you, it was just debris and burnt up shit on the ground, you know what I'm saying? So wasn't no survivors of that. It was only 2 people on each plane. This is the news clip of the people, the news clip of the two planes that collided out there in Arizona. Check this out.
That two aircraft were involved in a collision, and unfortunately 2 individuals were confirmed deceased. This is very early stages in the investigation, and the NTSB is en route to further the investigation.
Wow. And from the FAA, we learned that there was 2 people aboard each aircraft. 2 people unfortunately passed. What's the conditions of the other 2?
I learned that the other 2 were unharmed and were able to walk away unharmed.
You know what I'm saying? That was the 2 news clips. One was talking to a officer who was down on the scene and said didn't have too much information, but was definitely sure that the 2 people on one of the planes had passed on. You know what I'm saying? What is going on? What is going on with these planes and shit? You know what I mean? What is happening? These motherfuckers are just dropping out the sky. This is like the 3rd, 4th, or 5th one that we've been saying in like 2 weeks. I just touched on a plane accident the episode before last, episode 180, episode 190. You know what I'm saying? I just touched on that. Just touched on the plane crash. You know what I'm saying? That just happened. You know what I'm saying? Episode before the last episode. So it's like, yo, what is happening where these planes is just fucking dropping out of the sky, colliding with each other, not communicating? What the fuck is going on? Either something is happening behind the scenes, something very dark, or these planes need to be motherfucking checked out and upgraded to 2025 tech or something, because this shit is getting out of hand. I am afraid to fly. I don't want to fly nowhere right now. You know what I'm saying? These planes, I mean, this is Delta Airlines, United Airlines, Canada Air, all these plane brands that's got these fucking plane companies flying these planes, it's fucking crashing. So I'm scared to fly right now. I don't even want to fly nowhere at the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much of the shit happening right now. You feel me? I am in fear of flying at this current moment that I talk to you on this podcast in front of this camera. I am afraid of flying, goddamn it, because it's just too much. They just dropping out the sky. Can't trust them, it seems like. Yeah, another plane crash. Ain't too much information on everybody that you heard the officer say in the clip. So next subject, ASAP Relli. So ASAP Relli was involved in the case. We all know he was involved in the ASAP Rocky case. He was the dude that apparently ASAP Rocky had popped. You know what I'm saying? But apparently this dude been caught up lying to the judge and lying on the case. Now, I myself haven't really been following the case all the way through. You know what I'm saying? But apparently this dude Relli been lying and shit to the judge and been caught up in a bunch of lies and a whole bunch of shit, which has probably led to why it became acquitted for ASAP Rocky. You know what I'm saying? So he had just put this shit on Instagram Reels and put out little shit talk. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like shit talk to me. Let me go to it real quick. Let me go to the pic. So he had put this on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? He had put this on Instagram. It was an Instagram reel. Somebody caught it. I mean, I didn't catch it. It's to a song by Fabulous called Pain is what goes along with the reel. You know what I'm saying? Somebody screenshotted this shit before it probably was deleted. You know what I mean? So he put this out on Instagram and said, as you see the pic, this the pic right here of what he said, of what he put out, as you see on the screen. And what he put out, it says, gospel is a form of entertainment for people who have no meaningful goals or purpose in life. Hate me. Bring shame to my name. Say bad things about me. I don't care. Your existence don't add any value in my life. You feel me? So a lot of people are saying that he's targeting and talking about ASAP Rocky, you know what I'm saying, for getting off. Apparently he doesn't like the fact that he got off. Apparently he's been lying all throughout the court. You know what I mean? I got this clip of Charlemagne had gave him donkey of the day for apparently lying in the court, and Charlemagne was saying that this was a money grab and he was trying to get some money out of ASAP Rocky because it might have been jealousy or envious, whatever the case may be, when somebody tries to get money by lawsuits and such, try to sue a celebrity. You know what I mean? So apparently this is Charlemagne's take on it and what he had to say about it on the Breakfast Club, and gave him donkey of the day. Check it out.
ASAP Relli was just trying to get paid. All right, nothing more, nothing less. And this is the world that we live in. When you are a person of stature, you know, some celebrity, people think you got some paper, you will always look like a walking lick to those folks. Which is why my advice to everyone who got something to lose, isolation. All right, put your boundaries up. Stay within your circle. Everybody that's not within that circle is dangerous. And as we see in this case, sometimes people in your circle are dangerous. Most of the time, the most dangerous. Now, I know this type of betrayal has been going on since the beginning of time, but we really in a sue-happy world, and you got folks like ASAP Relli who are looking for a quick payday, and they don't care who they lie on to get it. Now, the reason ASAP Relli is getting donkey of the day is because he can't even rap right. All right, Relli, you just on the stand and got caught lying every which way. I mean, you took the stand and just lied every which way you could possibly think of. I'm talking up, down, left, right, press B, press A, press start. Oh, Relli, you're going to need all the lives you can get, okay? You got on the stand and tried to take Rocky out, but you spit in the wind. And now you the one with Hawk Tua on your chin. Okay, according to Rocky's defense, you committed perjury. All right? Allegedly. Okay, some of your mistruths, according to TMZ and the New York Times, included you denying shooting guns at a firing range in LA, only to be confronted with video of you shooting guns at a firing range in LA. Rocky's lawyer, he thinks you're a liar so much that he blamed the LA County's DA office for embracing perjury. Now, what I found interesting was there was these phone calls. And in the phone calls, you admitted you just wanted some money. Okay, in fact, you said you wanted to try to shake Rocky down for money in a certain way because you didn't want to be accused of extortion. Can we listen to that call?
I already know. Me and 30 M's. I'll walk away. Basically, and say these will be your team because I'm on another island. Just relax. You get what I'm saying? They're going to be scrambling to find me because now they have to go against Rocky, the state, and really have evidence and that, but it's not going to be the same when you present it to a jury and you don't have a complaining witness.
Now, this call was presented in court, and listen to what Relli said about the call.
Wonderful. Because you guys just keep playing fake audio to me, like fake stuff. I never said none of that to him. It doesn't even make sense.
It was in that moment that the jurors made up their mind. Okay, between this and the fact that the weapon Rocky had was a prop gun. By the way, Rocky, don't ever do that. Why are you walking around with a prop gun for protection? Okay, how is that gonna scare somebody? All right, especially somebody with a real gun. What if they quicker on the draw than you? What if they pull theirs while you pull yours? Then what? You rich, higher armed security. But listen, Relli, the moral of the story is, y'all Negroes watch too much Power. Okay, matter of fact, you not even Power, you Empire. You wasn't even trying to be realistic, Relli. Okay, if Relli was a GPS, you'd never reach your destination. It'd be just a bunch of wrong turns and detours. He's the friend that tells you he's 5 minutes away and hasn't even left the house yet. Just lying for no reason. And Relli, you found out firsthand what happens when you put your hand on a Bible and lie. Rocky, found not guilty. But you? Oh, no. You wasted the DA's time playing around. Somebody got to go to jail. Okay, why not the guy who allegedly may have committed perjury? Why not the guy who allegedly was trying to extort their friend for $30 million? Relli, you said they was going to be scrambling to find you on an island. Well, I think that in the future, that island's going to be right.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Giving him the donkey of the day, giving him the biggest yeehaw. You know what I mean? Yeehaw. Giving him the biggest donkey of the day for lying and all that type of shit, getting caught up and lying to the judge on the stand. Now, like I said, I personally didn't follow the case. I didn't know he was up there lying and all this type of shit, getting caught up in lies and some more shit. You know what I'm saying? The judge acquitted. And I also read that the judge, even though the judge thought that the gun was definitely motherfucking real, he still acquitted him. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, ASAP originally had said, like I said in yesterday's episode, he said that it was a prop gun. You know what I'm saying? But the judge said that he believed that it was not, and the gun was definitely real. But I think that because Relli was doing so much of lying on the stand, the judge was like, man, this nigga just wants some money. Fuck it. I'm going to acquit him on all charges. Let him get off. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was on video, I seen the video. You know what I mean? It don't look like no prop gun to me, but now you never know. You know what I'm saying? With Hollywood, shit like that, videos and shit, you never know. They make these motherfucking guns look realer than motherfuckers. Some of them could actually really be prop guns. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Judge said he didn't believe it was a prop gun, but he still acquitted him. You know what I mean? So shout out to A$AP Rocky getting acquitted. Yeah, like I said, if he been lying to the judge and shit, then yeah, that's probably why the judge acquitted. You know what I mean? The judge don't play when it comes to lying and falsifying documents and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Terrorist threats. You feel me? Yeah, just the laws ain't gonna play with you when it comes to that. I guess unless you a fucking minor, you know what I'm saying? Then they'll give you a fucking slap on the hand and send you home with a motherfucking ankle monitor on. You feel me? And you then committed the felonies against the government and the laws and shit like that. But because you're a minor, they just slap you on the wrist and say, put this ankle monitor on and stay at home and stay off social media. My bad. I'm sorry. So the next one, 7 men. So these 7 dudes is apparently from some type of thieving ring that's from Chile, South America. You know what I'm saying? They were Chileans from South America, part of some type of thieving ring, some type of thief gang or thief circle, whoever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But they was robbing celebrities, athletic celebrities, by their schedule and peeping when they're going to be gone, playing a game and such on whatever day, and creeping off in their house, breaking in and stealing all kind of special, expensive, hundreds of thousands of valuables and watches, chains, jewelries, etc. You know what I'm saying? And then these retarded, dumb motherfuckers took a selfie pic and posted it online with the watches, the safe in the background. One of the dudes had a Kansas City Chief shirt on. You know what I'm saying? They had Richard Milles on. They had the cases with Rolexes, a bunch of different elite, prestigious luxury style watches, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit, they took a pic. So this pic is what led to them all getting caught. This pic had about 4 of them out of the 7, you know what I'm saying? And they all got caught. They had hit, apparently they had hit Patrick Mahomes' house, Travis Kelce's house. They had hit some dude named Bobby Portis Jr. that played on the Milwaukee Bucks. They had hit Joe Burrow's house. Apparently these dudes was all robbed by the same people, the same Chilean group, you know what I'm saying? And then I've seen a lot of comments. It's going back to the migrant situation with the laws and shit and the government and shit like that. How, you know what I'm saying, Trump wants to keep them out. And then we have them over here in the country doing shit like this. So this is why Trump said, you know what I'm saying, he want to keep them out of the country. And as far as Biden is allowing them into the country and giving them free aid also. So yeah, these dudes got caught, you know what I'm saying? This next clip is a news coverage of such, you know what I mean? All these dudes got caught by posting a selfie, stupid, you know what I'm saying? You doing shit like that, taking that shit of that high of value, and you post a selfie with the evidence in hand and cheesing and smiling and shit. Like, it's just all fucking good. Man, check this news clip out of these 7 dumb motherfuckers. Check it out.
This is a picture prosecutors say shows at least 3 of the 7 alleged members of a South American crime ring posing with a safe and jewelry shortly after the November robbery at Milwaukee Bucks player Bobby Portis' home.
And they took most of my prized possessions.
Prosecutors have now charged these men as part of an alleged criminal enterprise accused of transporting stolen goods from the homes of high-profile athletes, including Kansas City Chiefs stars Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow.
Bengals.
Someone is trying to break into the house right now. My daughter is there. This is Joe Burrow's house.
According to the complaint, the burglars had a clear and consistent MO, identifying a target based on publicly available schedules showing where the athletes would be, entering homes either through broken windows or by using a crowbar to pry open a sliding door, and once inside, helping themselves to high-value items like watches, jewelry, and then the first break in the case a month ago when Ohio State Highway Patrol officers apprehended 4 Chilean nationals.
Where are you guys headed to today? Orlando? Wrong way. Florida's that way.
Inside their car, officers finding a shirt from LSU, where Burrow starred in college, and a Bengals hat, both believed to have been taken from the star player's home. Police say all of the men were in the country.
You saying, you know what I'm saying? That selfie is what led to them getting caught. No, that was the 4 out of the 7 in the selfie pic, posing with the stolen items, with the prestigious watches that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, diamonds, jewelry, and all kind of shit, sitting there, took a selfie. And they made sure that the camera fitted all 4 of them in this selfie. They made sure that the camera fitted all 4 of them in the selfie. You know what I'm saying? Imagine stealing a bunch of shit and taking a selfie and holding it like this and making sure you get every motherfucking body in that shot. And that's what leads you to getting your dumb ass arrested. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine that. You feel? Imagine how dumb you feel sitting in jail right now. Imagine how retarded you feel sitting in jail saying, damn, why the fuck did I post a selfie of all the shit that we took? Like nobody was gonna notice it. Man, that's the case of the world's dumbest criminals. That shit should be on that show. You know what I'm saying? Because why the fuck, you know what I mean? You just post it. That's the part of the today's society. Everybody want to do something and post it and tell the world about it. You know what I mean? I'm not from that era. I'm from an era where if you did something, you kept motherfucking quiet about it, and you likely did that shit by your motherfucking self because people be ratting when they get under that pressure. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know who you can trust. So you know what I mean? You better off doing a lot of dirt by your lonely. You know what I'm saying? I learned that shit. I did a lot of dirt by my motherfucking self. You know what I mean? I was responsible for me. Could nobody rat on me because nobody else was there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem with today's society. Everybody want to do this and do that and take a pic of it real quick and post it. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker will knock a nigga down, spit a nigga brains out on the concrete and go up to him and take a pic and post the shit on the fucking Instagram site or some shit like that, or Twitter or something. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's happening? If you enjoying this content and you fuck with the constant content Monday through Friday that I drop, you feel me? All the edits and all the work that I'm putting in to put these shows out. If you really fuck with Kons Podcast, man, go on and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment on something, and be sure to share this shit. You know what I mean? Be sure to share this shit. You know what I'm saying? Please share my content. You feel me? Yeah, with all my commentary and all that. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get back to the episode. It don't make no sense. Back in the days, the nigga with the camera used to get his motherfucking ass whooped or shot down too. You know what I'm saying? If you get caught recording anything while a nigga getting jumped, fucked up, whatever the case may be, you was finna be a target as well. You know what I'm saying? For holding that camera, recording me doing this shit. You feel me? But I guess 2025 shit is different. So, in other news, you know what I'm saying? A Georgia woman, this case was weird. This Georgia woman, Christina Murray, is suing a fertility clinic, for when she went for an IVF and had a donor, you know what I'm saying, had a sperm donor, which was a white man. So she carried this man's sperm, got it inseminated, put in her, got it injected in her with the syringe. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the videos and shit on what was going on with this IVF shit because I was unsure. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I started to hit up the homegirl who I know that did that shit by name of Jennifer. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have went through that. I started to hit my nigga KB up, you know what I'm saying, to see, I believe his wife went through that, just to ask the questions on just some clarity on what goes on with this type of procedure and shit, because I was confused how this lady got embryos mixed up. You feel me? So this lady went to the fertility clinic, IVF, to get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? Had the procedure done. Had the eggs implanted in her through the needle, through the, you know what I'm saying, through the system and all that, through the injector thing. You know what I mean? They injected the eggs in her and shit like that. The person she picked was a whole white man. You know what I'm saying? And when she gave birth 9 months later, she gave birth to a black baby. You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck did they get embryos mixed up? Is crazy. The fact that then she gave birth to a whole black son, and then the child's biological parents had definitely sued her because they wanted their motherfucking child. You know what I'm saying? So she had to go, and she's talking about how she had to go in there and drop the baby off and get the baby back to the parents and shit like that. And when she had it, she was trying to protect it and all this and that, and try to keep it safe and shit. And people asking her who baby is that when she was out in public. Mind you, this is a whole white woman. She don't look mixed. She don't look like she got a lick of black in her nowhere in her DNA family line down the lineage nowhere. You feel me? She is white 100%. Ain't no lineage of nigga in her at all. You feel me? So she walking around with this black child, and of course people in whatever town she living in had questions seeing that. You feel me? We know how society is. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers was asking her who baby is that and all this and that, and she was trying to keep the baby safe and this and that. She grew to love it and grew to care for the child. You know what I'm saying? But she knew deep down inside it was not her. Something was wrong, because she knows she put in for that white DNA. She had that white person be the donor. You know what I mean? So giving birth to a black child, she was totally confused. But she grew to love the child and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? After nourishing it and carrying it for 9 months and this and that, you know, you grow to love the child after that. You feel me? Which is likewise. So she had to return the child to their parents because the facility got the embryos mixed up somehow, some type of way, and put the wrong one in her, and she gave birth to a black child. This is the news clip coming up that you're about to see of such tragic event that happened to this white lady and with this fertility clinic with the IVF shit and mixing up the embryos. So this is a news report of such. Check it out.
And literally the best thing I'd ever seen. But it was also immediately apparent that he was African American. My child was ultimately taken from me as the clinic had implanted into my womb the embryo from a stranger. I've never felt so violated, and this situation has left me emotionally and physically broken. I can tell you that carrying a child who is not yours unknowingly, loving them, creating a whole life for them, birthing them, knowing they're not yours, loving them anyway, and wanting them, I honestly would have just chosen not to become a mother. Coastal Fertility Clinic has hurt me in ways that I have yet to discover, and there are literally no words or unit of measure that can describe the damage.
You seen, you know what I'm saying? That was a news report of her talking about how she grew to love it and then tried to protect it and then had to return it. Said how she walked to the facility and walked out with an empty baby stroller. Now, mentally, this must have been traumatic. I can't imagine what it must be like for her going into her mind as being a victim of such a tragic mistake, mishap, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They said this was not an isolated event. It ain't happened to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? It was something that was just a straight mistake. You know what I mean? And this and that. So, man, I don't know how the fuck this shit can happen. You know what I'm saying? Where especially it's a whole black child. You know what I mean? That's something critical. You can't be getting embryos and shit mixed up to these women that's coming in here getting these IVF treatments and shit like that and try to have a baby. These are women who mostly have been trying to have a child and just couldn't have one. You know what I'm saying? So they went to take these next steps in the procedure and shit like that to finally have a child. And then you do that and you give birth to a whole different race of child. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I can't imagine what her mental must be like, you know what I'm saying, after going through that and doing that. You feel me? Definitely feel for her on that. That shit's crazy as fuck. I definitely sue their ass too if it was me. You know what I'm saying? You definitely go give some M's or something behind that, because that's definitely traumatic. That's definitely, you know what I'm saying, that definitely some damage that can carry on mentally. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it's doing to her, what it's doing to her mind. You feel me? She could never want to have a child ever again because of such things. You know what I'm saying? So the right lawyer, she's gonna get some M's for sure. And just an update on the Delta crash, the Toronto one that I was talking about, the plane that crashed in the snow. So we all remember that plane that crashed in the snow, turned upside down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody survived. So Delta Airlines is offering each 80 members, mind you, on the plane, offering them 30 bands of pop. You know what I'm saying? That's strategic though, a little clever. You know what I'm saying? Because the ones that accept that, you can't come back and sue their ass if you accept that 30K. You know what I'm saying? And they said no ties, no tax, no nothing. Ain't gonna hurt you, harm you with our system or nobody. Yeah, you as a customer, it ain't gonna do nothing. No strings attached. Just a solid 30K. You feel me? But now we all know if they sue, they can get way motherfucking more than 30,000. You know what I'm saying? We talk about punitive damages, fucking PTSD, trauma, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will probably never fly again. And some more shit with the white lawyer writing up that letter of a few hundred words. That shit can add up to a few million for sure. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to settle out with that 30K, which is cool. Some people definitely gonna take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the process of suing someone, a company like that, is definitely gonna take a long time before you see a settlement of M's or 100K or 200, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Definitely more than 30,000 though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So if you want some money now, you can have this 30K. Otherwise, if you want to sue, go ahead and go through the process of suing and we'll settle out with whatever we got to settle out with you motherfuckers in court. You know what I'm saying? But it's strategic offering that 30K though. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna take that shit. All 80 of them ain't gonna take it though. Y'all trying to avoid lawsuits, but y'all ain't gonna avoid lawsuits with that shit. Y'all whole ass fucking plane crash and shit flipped over, had people upside down, hanging with their heads touching the roof, hanging from their seatbelts in the goddamn plane. You know what I mean? You definitely getting sued. But nice gesture though, nice strategic gesture with that 30K. Some people gonna take it. What I would have took it, probably not, because I know it's a whole lot more behind that 30K that you can be touching though. You know what I'm saying? That 30K will be gone by the time the trial over if you take that shit up front, and you can't come back and sue them later because you took that 30K. I know it's an NDA attached to that shit if they smart. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got today though. That's all I got today for the topics and shit like that. You know what I mean? Hope you learned something. You know what I'm saying? That's it for episode 192. You know what I mean? That's all the topics I got for you today. You know what I'm saying? So today's episode, we definitely touched on another plane crash that happened in Arizona at a regional airport, small airport. Said they didn't even have a control tower. Two planes collided, 2 people lost their life, and the 2 people on the other plane spared their lives. Touched on ASAP Relli, came out, put a statement out. Charlemagne gave him the donkey of the day. He put a statement out pretty much saying, y'all can talk all this shit about me all you want to. You know what I'm saying? Gossiping is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? For motherfuckers who ain't got shit going in their life. So I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Your existence ain't no value to me. This is what ASAP really said after ASAP Rocky got acquitted of the charges of apparently shooting him in the hand. 7 men was arrested, a part of a thieving ring that was going around taking people, celebrity athletes, breaking in their homes and taking their prized possessions. That was from Chile, from South America. They hit Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Joe Burrow, Bobby Portis. They hit these dudes' homes and robbed them of watches, chains, expensive things, prestigious items. They have been caught for taking a selfie with these stolen items, and the feds have caught up to them and locked them up. We also touched on a Georgia woman named Christina Murray who had embryos swapped and gave birth to the wrong child. She's a white woman. She gave birth to a black baby and had the embryos mixed up. The facility somehow mixed up the embryos. Her sperm donor is a white man, and she gave birth to a black child. So she's suing that facility. And then last, I just said, you know what I'm saying, Destiny Airlines has offered all 80 passengers $30,000 if they don't want to go through the court process and sue and wait that long-term money out, which is going to be way more than $30,000. But you could take this $30,000 up front, they said, and shut the fuck up. Can't sue us after you take the $30K. So that's episode 192. Hope y'all fuck with it, man. Hope y'all fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment and all this shit. Whatever you like, comment on it. You know what I'm saying? If you like the shit, hit the like button. Definitely hit that like button. You know what I mean? All that shit helps the algorithm, help YouTube keep this shit in your face. It helps YouTube keep podcasts keep popping up on your feed and all that. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, subscribe and shit, comment, all that shit. Tell your friends, tell your people about it. You know what I mean? Because you could have been doing anything that you wanted to do in the world, wherever you at, whoever you may be, whether you may be a son, daughter, a daddy, a mom, a grandma, a grandpa. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you are, then you got pets. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got a pet that's sitting on the couch next to you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got a dog, a cat. Maybe you got a snake sitting in the cage. Maybe you got a bearded dragon sitting on the table. Maybe you have a pet pig, a pet goat, whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? If they got eyes on Kons motherfucking podcast, salute to them, just like you see the nigga scrolling up the screen. You know what I mean? This has been episode 192. Hope you learned something. You know what I'm saying? Hope I put you up on something that you didn't know. Hope you found out a topic that you didn't know shit about. Hope I put you on that topic today. You know what I'm saying? Hope you learned about it today. You know what I mean? Even though I'm definitely probably talking about the shit that's already been in the atmosphere, shit that you already probably known. But what you didn't hear is my thoughts, my opinions, and my commentary on said subjects and topics. You feel me? So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. As you hear that motherfucking beat slapping louder and louder, turning up in the background, you already know what that means. We have come to the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? End of the episode 192. You know what I'm saying? Hope you enjoyed this shit. You know what I mean? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Tell your people, tell your friends all about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button if you ain't. You feel me? Or you had a chance in the middle of this episode in the answer when I told you to hit the subscribe button, and now's another chance for you to hit that motherfucking subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't hit it already, go on and hit it. You won't be disappointed with this shit, I promise you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be disappointed. You feel me? You gonna enjoy these episodes. I promise you is, because I am putting work into these motherfucking episodes. You feel me? But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the credits though.
me, don't you? You hate 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 me, don't you?